Hello everyone, I welcome you all in my YouTube channel. In this video we will look into Geography MCQs. These MCQs are prepared from class 11th Geography NCERT book. So let's start with question number 1. Question number 1. India's territorial limit further extend towards the sea up to. So among the following, the correct option will be option number C, that is 12 nautical miles. So India's territorial limit can further extend up to 12 nautical miles in the sea, which is up to 21.9 kilometer. So 12 nautical miles is the correct option. Now let's move to question number 2. Which of the following is the highest peak of the peninsular plateau? So among the following, the correct option will be option number B, that is Anaimudi. So Anaimudi is the highest peak of the peninsular plateau, and Anaimudi, the height is 2695 meter and it is located in Anamalai hills of the Western Ghat. So B is the correct option, that is Anaimudi. Now let's come to question number 3. Consider the following statement. Let's look into statement A. The Indian plate was to the north of the equator millions of years ago. Statement B. Millions of years ago, Australian plate was a part of the Indian plate. Statement C. There is a continuous movement Indian plate in the southward direction. So which of the following option is or are correct? So options are given. Let's look into the statement first. Statement A says that Indian plate was to the north of the equator millions of years ago. This statement is an incorrect statement. It's because millions of years ago Indian plate was to the south of the equator, not to the north of the equator. Statement B is the correct statement. It's because Indian plate was the part of the Australian plate. When it comes to statement C, it is also an incorrect statement. It's because there is a continuous movement towards the north direction of the Indian plate. So the correct option will be option number 3, that is only B. So only B is the correct option. So option number 3, that is only B, is the correct option. Now let's move to question number 4. Question number 4. On which of the following hill range is the Doda Beta peak situated? So Doda Beta peak is the second highest peak of the peninsular India after Anaimudi, and it is located in, the correct option is option A, that is it is located in Nilgiri Hills. So A is the correct option, that is Nilgiri Hills. Now let's move to question number 5. Which of the following factors are responsible for variations in weather condition during different seasons? So different factors are given like humidity, precipitation, wind direction and velocity, pressure, and options are given. We have to find out which of the following factors are responsible for variations in weather conditions during different season. So let's look one by one. Now when it comes to humidity can be a factor responsible for variation in the weather condition, because higher the humidity, warmer will be the temperature, and it can lead to further rainfall or any other situation. So there will be a change in weather. So A is correct. Also when it comes to statement B is also correct. Precipitation also leads to change in the weather condition. Statement C is also correct, as change in the wind direction or in the wind velocity can further lead to the change in the weather, and it can cause some rainy day at that time. So C is also correct. Also air pressure plays a very important role in the weather changes. So all the statements above are correct. So the correct option will be option number 4, that is all of the above. So D is the correct option, that is all of the above. Now let's move to question number 6. Question number 6. Consider the following statement. Statement A. ITCZ, that is Intertropical Convergence Zone, is a high pressure zone located at the equator where trade winds converge. Statement B. In summers, ITCZ shift towards Gangetic Plains, creating low pressure zone which brings monsoon. So which of the following statement is correct? We have to find out. Let's look the statement number A. So intertropical convergence zone is not a high pressure zone, it's a low pressure zone. So this is an incorrect statement. So statement A is incorrect, and it is a low pressure zone which is located at the equator where trade winds converge. So statement A is incorrect because it's not a high pressure zone, it's a low pressure zone. When it comes to statement B, usually during the summer season like June or by the end of the June, the IDCZ shifts towards the Gangetic plains and it creates a low pressure zone which brings monsoon. So statement B is the correct statement. So the correct option will be option number 2, that is only B. So IDCZ is also responsible for bringing monsoon in India. So the correct option will be option number 2, that is only B. Now let's move to question number 7. Question number 7, crescent-shaped sand dunes are called. So crescent-shaped sand dunes are called. Correct option is option C, that is barchans. So barchans are known as crescent-shaped sand dunes. Now let's move to question number 8. What is the location of India in Asian continent? Now this this question as discussed earlier has been taken from NCERT class 11th textbook. So if you have read the NCERT, you will be able to answer these questions thoroughly. And I can see, and this is a map based question, and the location of India in Asian continent is among the following is the correct option is option B, that is South Central. So B is the correct option, that is South Central. Now let's move to question number 9. Consider the following statements. Statement A, Western Ghats are comparatively higher in elevation and more continuous than the Eastern Ghats. Statement B, statement second, Anaimudi, the highest peak of peninsular plateau, is located in the Anaimalai hills of the Western Ghats. So which of the above statement is or are correct? So when it comes to statement 1, statement 1 says that Western Ghat is higher in the elevation and more continuous than the Eastern Ghat. So if you have read about the Eastern Ghats and Western Ghats in NCERT, you will be able to know that Western Ghats are more continuous as compared to Eastern Ghats, and this is the reason why during the monsoon time, Vidarbha region or some other parts of Maharashtra which are there at the in the Western Ghats, they receive low rainfall, and this is the reason why there is a drought situation. So Western Ghats plays a very important role in that. So the correct statement 1 is correct, that is Western Ghats are comparatively higher in elevation and more continuous than the Eastern Ghats. Statement 2, as discussed earlier, we have seen in the previous question that Anaimudi is the highest peak of the peninsular plateau and it is located in Anaimalai hills of the Western Ghats. So statement 2 is also correct. So as both the statements are correct, so the correct option will be option number C, that is both 1 and 2 is the correct statement. So please remember these facts and please go through the NCERTs. If you are not able to solve these questions, please go through the NCERT ones and then solve these questions. So it will be beneficial for you in the competitive exams. So C is the correct option. Now let's move to question number 10. The average annual rainfall in India is, so the correct option will be option number D, that is 125 centimeter. So this is the average annual rainfall in India. So 125 centimeter is the average annual rainfall. D is the correct option. Now let's move to question number 11. Which of the following are correctly matched? So at the one side the mountains names are given and on the other side the places are given. So let's look into the option A, statement A, Saddle Peak, it is located in North Andaman. Statement B, Mount Divolo, South Andaman. Statement C, Mount Koyob, South Andaman. Statement D, Mount Thulier, Greater Andaman or Great Andaman. So which of the following matches are correct, we have to find out. So when it comes to the first one, that is A, Saddle Peak is located in the North Andaman. So A is the correct match. When it comes to match B, Mount Divolo, it's located in the Middle Andaman, not in the South Andaman. So B is the incorrect match. Now when it comes to statement or option C, Mount Koyob, it is located in South Andaman. So it's a correct match. and D, it is also correct match because Mount Toliar is located in Great Andaman or Greater Andaman. So the correct option will be option number 3, that is only A, C and D. So A, C and D is the correct option, and Saddle Peak, which is located in the North Andaman, it's the highest peak of the Andaman group of islands, which is 738 meter. So please remember this fact, and A, C, D, that is option 3 is the correct option. Now let's move to question number 12. Which of the following factors determine the climate of India? Let's look into the factors. A, latitude, B, altitude, C, relief, or D, humidity. Let's look into the options. So options are also given below. Now when we look into the factors, it's mentioned that which of the following factors determine the climate of India. So when it comes to latitude, yes, it's a correct one, because as soon as the latitude, because in different latitudes there could be two different climates, so latitude plays a very important role. Also altitude also plays a very important role. When you go to the mountain places, there the climate would be different. When you come to the plain areas or you come to the South India, there the climate will be different. So B is also correct. Also relief, like the topography of that area, the geographical topography of that area plays an important role. Like when it comes to Himalayas or the northeastern Indias, the climate would be different. When it comes to South India or the western part of the India, climate would be different. So C is also correct. But when it comes to humidity, humidity play an important role in the weather condition but not in the climate. So D is an incorrect option. So the correct option will be option number 3, that is only A, B and C is the correct option. So A, B and C is the correct option. Now let's move to question number 13. How many biosphere reserves from India are recognized by UNESCO? So there are total 11 biosphere reserves from India which are recognized by UNESCO. So B is the correct option. Now let's move to question number 14. Which is the most widespread forest in India? So the most widespread forest in India is, the correct option is option A, that is tropical deciduous forest. So tropical deciduous forest is the most widespread forest in India. A is the correct option. Now let's move to question number 15. Consider the following statement. Statement A, weather is the momentary state of the atmosphere, while climate refers to the average of the weather conditions over a long period of time. Statement B, weather changes quickly, maybe within a day or week, but climate changes imperceptibly and may be noted after 50 years or more. Which of the above statement is or are correct? So let's look into the statement. Statement A says the weather is the momentary state of the atmosphere, while climate refers to the average of the weather conditions over a long period of time. This is a correct statement. It's because weather is totally dependent upon the humidity, the precipitation, and the latitude, and the temperature, and the weather can be changed within a day or two or within weeks, but the climate is the average of all the weather condition of that particular year, or which is for a long period of time. So climate refers to that. So A is a correct statement and B is also correct. So the correct option will be option number 3, that is both A and B. So A and B is the correct option. Now let's move to question number 16. Usually during winter seasons, the temperature goes below 21 degrees Celsius in North India, and especially in states like Punjab and Rajasthan, it goes below freezing point during night. What could be the probable reason for such a drop in the temperature? So options are given. Number A, snowfall in the nearby Himalayas. Number B, distance from the sea. Number C, cold winds coming from Caspian Sea and Turkmenistan. And D, that is latitude. So if you have went to Punjab, Rajasthan, or to the northern part of the country, or if you have been there during the winter season, the nights are the temperature goes below 0 degree also in some parts of the area that states, and it can be below freezing point also. It's because of various factors. So A is a correct, that is it can be because of snowfall in the nearby Himalayas and the cold winds are coming from that part of the area. Also, the distance from the sea level plays a very important role in sea breeze and land breeze case. So if you have read about it, so B is also correct. And when it comes to C, C is also correct. That is, the cold winds are coming from the Caspian Sea and Turkmenistan, and due to this, there is a drop down in the temperature. So C is also correct, and latitude does not play that much of role in the sudden drop down of the temperature. So D is the incorrect option. So the correct option will be option number 2, that is only A, B and C is the correct option. So 2 is the correct option, that is only A, B and C. Now let's move to question number 17. Consider the following statement. Statement A, Bhabar is a narrow belt ranging between 8 to 10 km parallel to the Shivalik foothills at the breakup of the slope. Statement B, south of Bhabar is Tarai belt where river, streams, etc. re-emerge and it is a marshy and swampy area. Which of the following options is or are correct? So statement A is correct because Bhabar is a narrow belt which is ranging from 8 to 10 km of the parallel foothills of the Shivalik, and the south of the Bhabar is the Tarai belt where the river, streams, etc. re-emerge, and there is Tarai belt is quite fertile area. So B is also correct. So the correct option will be option number 3, that is both A and B is the correct option. Now let's move to question number 18. Which of the following drainage pattern is correctly matched? So number A, dendritic, the drainage pattern resembling the branches of a tree. Number B, radial, when the rivers originates from a hill and flow in all direction. Number C, terrace, when the primary tributaries of rivers flow parallel to each other and secondary tributaries join them at right angles. Number D, centripetal, when the rivers discharge their waters from all direction in a lake or depression. So if you have read the NCERT, you will be able to correctly answer this question. So all the above statements are correct. So the correct option will be option number D or option number 4, that is all of the above is the correctly matched options. So all of the above is the correct option. Now let's move to question number 19. These forests are found in the western slope of the Western Ghats, hills of the northeast region and the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. They are found in warm and humid areas with annual temperature above 22 degrees Celsius. The above statement used was regarding which type of forest? So the forest which are found in the Western Ghats and the Eastern Ghats and the part of Andaman and Nicobar Islands, and which are found in warm and humid areas and the temperature which is above 22 degrees Celsius, these are comfortable for, the correct option is option A, it is comfortable for tropical evergreen forest. So A is the correct option, that is tropical evergreen forest. Now let's come to the last question of this video, question number 20. Every year the famous Nehru Trophy Valamkali, that is boat race, is held in. So the correct option will be option number A, that is Punamada Kayal. So Kayal is the local word or the term which is used in Kerala region and it is given to the lagoons. So Punamada Kayal is the location where famous Nehru Trophy Valamkali or boat race happen. So A is the correct option, that is Punamada Kayal. So this was all regarding class 11th India Physical Geography MCQs, and further MCQs will be also released as per the coming videos. So please subscribe to the channel and please give your feedback also. Thank you very much.